Court records describe a confrontation over a cheating spouse that led to the shooting death of a Mesquite police officer. According to the police incident report, Sergeant Richard Houston had just arrived to investigate the disturbance when he was shot by Jamie Jaramillo. This happened last Friday in the parking lot of an Albertson's on South Beltline Road. Jaramillo's wife and daughter were confronting him and his alleged mistress, who called 911. Police say Jaramillo pulled a gun and, for undetermined reasons, shot Sergeant Houston moments after the uniformed police officer arrived. According to the report, Jaramillo then shot himself in the head. He survived but is still in the hospital. Fox 4's Sean Rabb has more from the court papers. Sean.
Yeah, and Heather, those documents also detail that after witnessing the officer get shot and then her husband shooting himself, that Jaramillo's wife goes over, picks up the gun, walks over to the car of the alleged mistress, beats on the window with the butt of the gun and says, "Get out, I'll kill you." That's where the aggravated assault deadly weapon charge comes from.
One incident, but there are two separate events.
The first of those two events, a confrontation between women that brought 21-year Mesquite police veteran Richard Houston to the Albertsons at 1500 South Beltline in Mesquite last Friday. Sadly, he would be surprised with gunfire, allegedly by Jamie Jaramillo, who after that suffered critical injuries from a gunshot wound as well.
Prior to that, there was a disturbance, and Juventina Velasquez Bences was arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in relation to the initial disturbance.
Juventina Velasquez Bences has a $100,000 bond on the aggravated assault deadly weapon charge, but also an immigration hold. Sky 4 caught on tape a woman being taken control of by police and placed in a squad car after the violence against Officer Houston. So the initial call for your officer was women fighting?
Yes, sir.
The 46-year-old husband and father of three answered the 911 call for help about 1:40 or so last Friday afternoon. When Officer Houston responds, he sees women and then something happens and he's allegedly shot by Jaramillo.
Yes, sir.
Remember, the 911 call was about women. Officer Houston had no idea there might be a man there, let alone a man with a gun. That weapon lay in the parking lot after the shooting.
We have no idea why he was killed.
3 vehicles were taken by wrecker from the scene, a red pickup, a white truck, and a small SUV. One of those belonging to the person Vasquez Bences was involved in a disturbance with. Vasquez Bences, the only woman arrested following the incident, took the life of an officer who changed other people's lives for the better.
This is just a devastating loss for all of us, and we are trying to make sure that we get to the bottom of it.
In the loss, comfort.
It's heartwarming how supportive everybody has been. Sister agencies, other departments, businesses, individuals with their contributions. Just then there was our rec center and our senior group that we come out and talk with as often as we can, and they took time out to come up and bring things to help us during this time of grieving. The people in Mesquite have been good to us.
And to his last breath, Richard Houston, defending the line here in Mesquite, mortally wounded, he still managed to unholster his weapon and return fire at Jaramillo. His funeral services Thursday of this week in Rockwall.